What if the world isn't as it seems? From individuals seemingly slipping through dimensions, swirling sky portals,
You seen that come out of the clouds?
to people claiming to be from the future.
I came to 2022 from the future, and more specifically, from 2028.
These real-life encounters challenge our understanding of reality. Hold on tight as these real-life encounters with alternate dimensions have left the world scratching its head.
Look at that curved shadow, look at that!
This clip had the whole internet doing a double take. A security camera in Russia caught a girl just standing by the road when, out of nowhere, a glowing portal opened right in front of her. Before anyone could process what was happening, she stepped right in and vanished. No trace, no sound, just gone. But the creepiest part, right before it happened, she moved her hands in this weird, almost intentional way, like she knew it was coming. People couldn't agree. Was she pulled in, or did she go willingly? Either way, that footage looked way too real to ignore. Portal opening. In the skies over Arizona, people caught something that didn't look natural at all. A glowing beam shot upward, spiraling with bright blue and white rays. It looked like it was drilling into the sky itself. Then suddenly, a flickering hole opened, glowing like a flame ready to burst.
You seen that come out of the clouds?
But just as fast, everything vanished. No beam, no hole, just gone. And then things got weirder. The weather flipped, almost like the whole area had been hit by something not from this world. Some even compared it to the famous Norway spiral, hinting that these events could be signs of something much bigger and far from normal. Mirror portal. This discovery took things to a whole new level. A researcher went deep into the area and found something strange. A mirror, randomly placed by a tree. Weird, right? But when he stepped into it, the world on the other side looked almost the same. Just off, like a twisted version. That's when he realized, maybe those ships and planes didn't crash. Maybe they shifted. He believed these were hidden portals, secret doors to other dimensions. Mirror portal. Back in 2001, a woman filmed something that still gives people chills today. It started with her gently touching a mirror. Nothing too weird, until she slowly leaned her face into it, and then stepped right through. On the other side, not her room, but a massive, endless mart. Aisles stretched out forever, totally empty, totally silent. Viewers were stunned. It looked like she had crossed into some kind of mirror world. But here's the part that still haunts people. She never came back. That mirror may have been more than just glass. It might have been a one-way door to a place we're not meant to go. Future girl secrets.
Hello everyone. What I will tell you today will change your whole worldview and the way of thinking.
In 2022, a mysterious girl shook the internet, claiming to be from the future. Born in 2006, she said she actually came from 2028.
I'm a doctor by profession. Most importantly, I was born in 2006. I came to 2022 from the future, and more specifically, from 2028.
Her story? She worked for a medical firm, LabGeo, until a failed experiment forced her to escape using a prototype time machine. The real kicker? She shared photos of future newspapers from 2027 with headlines about Mars colonization and advanced AI breakthroughs. The internet exploded. Some thought she was a fraud, but others couldn't shake the eerie detail in her predictions. Time travel or an elaborate hoax? The debate rages on.
I admit that I made a very vicious move because I stole a lot of ideas from LabGeo.
Einstein's dog. Late one night, a strange sight unfolded on a highway. Out of nowhere, a dog appeared right in the middle of speeding cars, crossing the road without a care. The footage was clear, and experts confirmed it wasn't edited. So what caused this strange moment? Some theorize it was a glitch in dimensions or even a portal, while others believe it's evidence of teleportation. Whatever it was, this bizarre event left people questioning reality. Was it just an odd phenomenon, or is there something bigger at play here? Either way, it's hard to shake the thought of what we just witnessed. Secret portal. Now forget aliens for a second. What if we have people among us with supernatural powers? In this wild clip, a man casually walked through a solid wall, like it was no big deal. No glitch, no edit, just straight up phased through. A woman right behind him tried to follow, but nope. She hit the wall like it was real. That's what made this feel legit. So now people are wondering, was this guy some kind of superhuman? Or was there a secret portal built into that wall, meant for only him to use? Either way, it's got folks seriously questioning what's real. Glowing portal. Portals created by humans? They've been whispered about for years, but this video really raised eyebrows. A man casually placed a glowing lamp on his bed, sat down with his laptop, and then, out of nowhere, a brilliant, radiant hole opened up above the lamp. What followed was jaw-dropping. Beyond the hole was a strange, glowing green landscape, unlike anything on Earth. But just as it got wild, the video cut out. Some online watchers couldn't help but draw comparisons to the infamous Montauk Project, a rumored government experiment involving time and portals. Could this be the modern-day version? Maybe. Maybe not. But it sure gave everyone chills. Skycrack.
Yeah.
Something wild happened over Thailand that had everyone talking. Locals spotted this massive fiery ring just chilling in the sky, and they called it the Ring of Fire. It wasn't just a trick of light either. It grew wider, right inside a cloud. Then boom, lit up the sky like something was bursting through. People caught it on camera from all angles. Some believe it wasn't just a natural thing, but maybe a huge craft or portal tearing open for a moment. Whatever it was, it looked like the sky cracked open and then sealed itself just as fast.
Yeah.
Taiwan surprise. Locals in Taiwan were just going about their day when they looked up and saw something absolutely mind-blowing. A huge spinning shape opened up in the sky. It wasn't just a weird cloud. It moved like it had a purpose, like some kind of portal. People stared in shock, wondering if something was coming in or going out. As the cloud slowly rolled in, the edges still spun faintly, like it wasn't done yet. Some say it was just weather stuff, but others are convinced this was a real doorway to another dimension caught on camera. Dual portals. A guy was casually staring at the sky when something weird happened. A dark, smoky beam suddenly shot out of a shadowy crack in the clouds. And surprisingly, the beam didn't just vanish. It actually carved out another opening, like a second doorway right in front of it, almost like a tunnel between two completely different places. People online couldn't help but link it to the eerie Norway spiral event. Was this proof of a real interdimensional passage? Whatever it was, it definitely wasn't your average weather pattern. Midnight portal.
Look at that curved shadow. Look at that.
One quiet night, people looked up and froze. There it was. A dark hole in the sky, glowing faintly around the edges like a white ring of light. It didn't move like a cloud or flicker like a star. It just hovered. Some thought it was a portal. Others figured it was just a weird weather thing. But its strange glow reminded folks of the Stephenville lights from Texas. Those glowing orbs that seemed to follow people. Was this a new version of that old mystery? Or something even bigger slipping through our sky when no one's ready?
Look at those prominent.
Time machine captured. In 2009, a video surfaced online that left viewers questioning reality. The footage depicted a glowing, round device emitting a high-pitched frequency, resembling something straight out of a science fiction movie. As the camera zoomed in, a swirling, portal-like phenomenon began to form around the device, only for the video to abruptly cut out. Some speculated that the camera operator had been sucked into another dimension, while others dismissed it as a well-executed hoax. Despite extensive analysis, no definitive explanation has been found, leaving the mystery unsolved. Could this be actual proof of time travel technology, or just a clever fabrication? The debate continues. Alien encounter. In 2022, something truly bizarre appeared in Germany's sky. A massive, elongated craft hovered next to a smaller, triangular object, both caught on camera. Suddenly, a misty white portal opened midair. The triangular craft shifted, almost like it grew wings, adjusting before smoothly sliding right into the portal. Moments later, the larger craft followed, disappearing just before the portal closed. Some think it was advanced alien technology, while others speculate it was a hidden energy field. Whatever it was, it vanished without a trace, leaving everyone baffled. Time-traveling conspiracy. In April 2006, Kyiv, Ukraine, became the setting for one of the most perplexing tales of time travel. A man named Sergei Ponomarenko appeared in the city, dressed in outdated clothing and carrying an antique camera. He claimed to be from 1958, bewildered by the modern world around him. Authorities detained him and developed the film from his camera, revealing photographs of 1950s Kyiv, including one of a bell-shaped UFO. Further investigation uncovered records of a man named Sergei Ponomarenko, who went missing in 1958. His fiancée, now in her 70s, confirmed his identity and even had a photo of him from 2050. The mystery deepened when Sergei vanished from the psychiatric hospital where he was being observed, leaving no trace behind. Was he a time traveler lost in the wrong era, or was there another explanation? The case remains one of the most intriguing unsolved mysteries of the 21st century. Miami Portal. What started as a normal day at Miami's Bayside Marketplace turned bizarre in seconds. Out of nowhere, a blinding light burst open right above the tiled floor. Shoppers stood frozen as it grew into a spinning, glowing vortex, its edges rippling like energy waves. Just as quickly as it appeared, it folded in on itself and vanished without a trace. The crowd was stunned. Some swore they saw a real-life portal. Others thought it was a glitch in reality. Whatever it was, one thing's for sure. Nobody expected their casual mall trip to turn into a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie. Vanishing passenger. In 2016, a live TV interview at Copenhagen Airport stunned viewers when a woman appeared to vanish on screen. As a man was being interviewed, a blonde woman stood in the background. When another woman with a luggage trolley passed by, the blonde woman seemed to disappear. The footage quickly went viral, sparking debates online. Some viewers suggested it was a camera glitch, while others speculated she had slipped into another dimension. Despite various theories, the most likely explanation is that she simply walked off camera at the same time as the trolley woman, creating the illusion of vanishing. Over Tennessee. On a crisp autumn day in Tennessee, a man was out enjoying the season when he spotted something wild above him, a pitch-black portal floating in the sky. But this one looked different. It wasn't perfectly round. The edges were jagged and smoky, flickering with streaks of lightning like it wasn't fully stable. It hovered for just a few seconds, then disappeared into thin air. Most portals people talk about are clean and circular, but this one seemed like it wasn't finished, like it struggled to stay open. Some even believe the fall weather might have triggered the perfect storm to reveal this half-formed doorway to another dimension. Houston mystery.
It's the doorbell camera video that's raising a lot of questions today. A man walks out of a house, and in an instant, it looks like he's beamed up to outer space.
A Houston man was heading toward his car when, in the blink of an eye, he vanished. Literally. 1 second he was there, the next, gone. A home security camera caught the whole thing, and yeah, it looked way too real to ignore. The flash of light, the sudden disappearance, people online lost it. Some said alien abduction, others swore it had to be a portal. But here's the thing, he hasn't been seen since. No answers, no clues, just an unsolved mystery that's still haunting the internet. Behind rocks.
Look.
Back in 2016, a video from the UK's Giant's Causeway went viral, and it left everyone scratching their heads. A tourist exploring the site accidentally caught a massive wall of rocks that seemed to open and close all by itself. Some folks went wild with theories. Was a giant retreating into the rocks, or maybe going into hibernation? Investigations followed, with experts studying every stone, but nothing concrete was found. While we may never know if a giant really lives there, the strange event brought a whole new wave of curious visitors to the site, hoping to catch a glimpse of the impossible.
Look.
Alien Vault Mystery. A bizarre video made the rounds online, sparking debates about ancient aliens. It showed a figure, definitely not human, wearing a mask and holding what looked like a vault. Some believed it was a secret doorway needing a code to open. Others argued it was a modern creation, not an ancient artifact. Theories flew. Was this evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? The footage left viewers questioning reality, fueling conspiracy theories about hidden alien technologies and secret gateways. Whatever the truth, the video captivated imaginations and kept the mystery alive. Walked into portal. This security cam was just rolling, watching a regular parking lot. Nothing unusual. A car pulled in, parked like normal, but then it got seriously weird. Right behind the car, a glowing portal appeared out of thin air. No warning, no sound. The driver stepped out, looked at it for a second, and then walked toward it like he couldn't help himself. Within seconds, the whole thing vanished. Portal, driver, everything. People watching the clip were shook. Did he just end up in another dimension? A different timeline? Wherever he landed, let's hope it wasn't a one-way trip. Arizona encounter. While hiking through the rugged Arizona mountains, a group of people caught something they couldn't explain. At first, it looked like thick smoke rising into the sky, but then it twisted into a perfect circle, glowing like it wasn't from this world. Within seconds, it solidified into what looked like an actual hole in the sky. Some experts said it might have been just light and weather playing tricks, but others weren't so sure. It looked too perfect, too timed. If that was a portal, it makes you wonder, did something come through? Or even stranger, did something leave? Vanishing boy. A young boy walking down the street suddenly disappears in a blink, caught on video in a moment that still has people scratching their heads. 1 second, he's there, glancing back. The next, he's gone, leaving behind a flash of light. It wasn't just a camera glitch. There's something unsettlingly real about it. Some think he could have jumped through time or another dimension, escaping something or someone. Theories online range from an elaborate hoax to eerie proof of time travel. Whatever it is, it leaves you questioning what you've just witnessed, making it impossible to shake off long after the clip ends. Hidden wall. At first glance, it looked like a regular stone wall, nothing strange at all. But then this guy walked right up to it and triggered something. Suddenly, part of the wall slid open, revealing a hidden cave-like space tucked inside. He might have just exposed his secret spot to the whole world. Once the clip hit the internet, theories blew up. Some were convinced it was an old portal that had been sealed away. Others believed it was a doorway to another realm. Whatever it was, it definitely didn't look like your average cave entrance. Something about it felt otherworldly. Hidden tunnel. While exploring deep in the woods, these guys stumbled onto something straight up unreal. One of them noticed a patch of grass sticking out weirdly from a wall of overgrowth. He pulled it back, and behind it was a human-sized rabbit hole leading underground. But this wasn't just a cave. It was a full tunnel, narrow and dark, stretching way farther than expected. As they kept walking, the mystery only grew. When the footage hit the internet, people went wild. Some claimed it was a hidden time portal used by travelers from the future. Sounds like sci-fi, but hey, who really knows what's buried out there? Door to nowhere. If you ever think you're looking at something pointless, just consider this strange door that stands alone in the middle of nowhere. No house, no building, just a door with a small, muddy stairway leading up to it. It's baffled everyone who's seen it. Some online users joke it's like the Anywhere door from the anime Doraemon, while others wonder if it's the last remnant of a house that was long destroyed. Either way, it raises a lot of questions about why it's there, and what secrets, if any, it might hold. Pico Mystery. In 2023, a hiker exploring near Mexico's Pico de Orizaba mountain caught sight of something that didn't belong. Up in the sky floated a giant glowing ring, perfectly round, glowing white, and just way too precise to be natural. Below it, a smoky trail stretched downward like something had passed through. But what really grabbed attention? The sky inside the ring looked different. It didn't move like clouds. It shifted, like a hidden door had cracked open above the mountains. Some say it might have been a glitch in reality. Others, they're convinced it was a portal to somewhere else. Earth's burning portal. In Turkmenistan's desert, there's a place locals call the Gateway to Hell, and honestly, it lives up to the name. Imagine a massive crater, wide as a football field, just burning non-stop for over 50 years. That's the Darvaza gas crater, formed when a gas field collapsed in the 1970s, and scientists set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in days. But it never stopped. It lights up the night like a portal to another world. But now, the government wants to shut it down for good. So if you've ever wanted to see it, time's running out fast.
Expect the devil himself to come jumping out of this crater with horns and a pitchfork in the tail and the whole works. So I totally understand how it got the name.
Egyptian surprise. In 2016, a bizarre discovery in an Egyptian tomb left historians scratching their heads. One of the walls was covered with strange hieroglyphics and patterns. At first, it looked like any other ancient carving, but when a flashlight was shown on it, things got weird. Some sections of the wall glowed a yellowish hue, while others turned white, as if the light itself was being absorbed into the markings. Could this be a hidden code? Some believe it might lead to a secret chamber, sealed away since the time of the pharaohs. Who knows what it could reveal? Unexplained orb encounter. Late one night in Michigan, an eerie orange glow filled the sky over a quiet suburban neighborhood. What started as a small orb slowly morphed into something much stranger. Hovering silently above a house, it stretched into an elongated shape, glowing with vibrant yellow-orange hues from within. Locals stood in awe, unsure whether they were witnessing a rare natural phenomenon or something far more unexplainable. While some speculated it could be a portal to another dimension, others argued it was just an atmospheric anomaly. Either way, it left everyone wondering what they had just seen. Ring of the Unknown. In 2024, a massive, smoky ring appeared in the sky, glowing as if it had a mind of its own. Its edges flickered, almost like electricity running through a circuit. For a few intense seconds, the glow grew brighter, then suddenly faded, and the ring vanished without a trace. Onlookers stood in stunned silence, convinced they had just witnessed something otherworldly. The internet went wild with theories. Was it a portal opening or proof of hidden technology at work? The mystery remains unsolved. What do you think? Was it a gateway or something else entirely? Hovering portal. While hiking through Redwood National Park, a man captured something strange on camera. What appeared to be a dense, smoky figure hovering among the towering trees. Just when he thought things couldn't get weirder, a small object shot forward in a straight line, almost like a drone on a mission. But this wasn't just fog. It looked like a concentrated energy field, something completely unnatural. Some believe these smoky figures are linked to portals, suggesting this might have been a gateway between worlds. Whatever it was, it definitely wasn't just your typical forest mist. Vanishing steps. Imagine hiking and suddenly finding stairs that lead to nowhere. Sounds wild, right? That's exactly what a hiker discovered near a small town on the East Coast. He came across an old rocky formation with a staircase attached, but when he reached the top, all he found was a blocked rock. It was like something had been there, but it was now gone. Some say it's part of an old structure, but similar staircases have appeared in places with no buildings at all. The hiker didn't stick around. Something about the place just felt wrong. Hidden chamber. A giant egg-shaped rock loomed high above the ground, smooth and seemingly untouched. At first, it looked like just another natural formation, until an earthquake hit centuries ago. That's when a hidden stone door cracked open, revealing a dark chamber inside. The door had been so perfectly blended in that no one even knew it was there. Curious locals set up a ladder to explore what lay beyond, but there were no markings or signs of its origin. Maybe it wasn't just a chamber. Maybe it was something that was never meant to be found. Moon Gateway. What if portals aren't just an Earth thing? What if they're out there in the vastness of space? That theory started picking up steam when an astronaut captured something jaw-dropping on video. A double-disc UFO flying toward a dark opening on the moon's surface. It looked like some kind of portal, swallowing the craft whole before sealing shut behind it. Talk about mysterious. This sighting stirred up all kinds of speculation about hidden alien bases on the moon, something many people have whispered about for years. Could this be proof of something more out there than we thought? Time traveler exposed. In 2018, a guy named Noah popped up online claiming to be from the year 2030. At first, it sounded like just another internet hoax, but here's where it gets interesting. Noah actually passed a lie detector test. He started making wild predictions like Trump making a comeback in 2028, humans living on Mars, and Bitcoin taking over. He even said cash would still be around. The real jaw-dropper? Noah had something in his wrist that showed up in an X-ray. Mid-live stream, the guy suddenly vanished, leaving behind an email saying he was pulled back for questioning. Time travel mystery or high-tech prank? You decide. Bielek's Leap. Al Bielek's story is one for the books. He claimed to have time-traveled all the way to 2749, spending 2 years in the future. It all kicked off with the infamous Philadelphia experiment in 1943, where he supposedly jumped off a Navy ship and suddenly found himself in the future. In 2137, he saw a wrecked United States, coastal shifts, Florida barely hanging on. By 2749, things took a wilder turn. Floating cities, no government, and a massive crystal AI in charge. Sounds like a mix of sci-fi flicks and maybe a little too much NyQuil, right? Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. During a regular flight from Berlin, something strange popped up on the camera. The plane was cruising along when a large black ring appeared right in front of it, floating in midair. But here's where it gets weird. The ring didn't drift away like you'd expect. It stayed in one spot, almost as if it was waiting. As the plane got closer, the ring started to expand, growing wide enough to seem like the plane could actually fly right through it. And then the entire plane vanished in the blink of an eye. Some folks are saying it could be a space-time vortex, where gravity bends reality. It's almost like the ring was reacting to the plane's presence, as if it opened up on purpose. What do you think? Was it a freaky coincidence, or is there something deeper going on here? See you next time.